A very good morning to all of you. I hope all are all right, doing well, happy. Okay. So I think you are reaching all the subjects, the last parts of your portion, last 1 or 2 chapters of your syllabus. Some subjects you have already completed. We will complete by next week. Then we will go for little writing skills based on the new pattern. And we expect to complete the whole syllabus by January 30th. January 30th, we will complete all the syllabus. And we will begin our final exams the first working days of February. It will be completed by 15th or 16th of February. And result will be within a week. I told you within 5 days. Within a week. Because in the meantime, 10 then plus 2. Full portion revision will be going on simultaneously with your full final exams. So teachers are same. So they may find a little delay in the correction. Maybe they may complete it fast. Still because you are writing online and they are writing offline. So, and you are yet to be the board exam students. They are the present board exam students. So when the firstborn child comes, all the love will be given to the firstborn child. Second child will be getting all love, but the firstborn thinks that I got little less. So first, in that way, so I take it for granted, maybe 2 days, maybe late. Anyway, we will begin the 4th week of February plus 2 classes. Clear now? Those who pass, they will go to, those who pass, Achut, those who pass, they will go to plus 2. I don't say the word fail. Those who did not pass or do not pass, they will be sustained in plus 1 to strengthen themselves. To strengthen themselves. Don't expect an all promotion. Grace mark is not here. No grace mark. So I inform you 1 month before. No grace mark. Those who pass will go to plus 2. Those who do not pass will be in plus 1 once again to strengthen themselves. Choice is yours. Choice is yours. And there are some 1, 2, 3 people I have noticed during the last exams, they are very experts. They want to teach the teacher. They want to teach the teacher. What the teacher teaches in the class, they won't take it note. They will go for Wikipedia and encyclopedia and websites. And they will download from them. And they will write in the exam to teach the teacher. They are called Supermans. Superman. Adibuddhiman. And it is told in Malayalam, Adibuddhi ninna kuzhi chadiyu. If you have Adibuddhi, you will fall down. There are 1 or 2 people with these Adibuddhis. For them, my answer is Venda. No need. Common sense is enough. That is a 6th sense. Common sense. Punya, how many sense organs are there? 5 or 6?
5.
5. She says 5, but we have 6. The 6th one is common sense. If the 6 is not there, first 5 is deleted. No use. So to those students, I openly say, don't go for any Wikipedia because they are not attending the class. They don't have any notes. They're not, and saying their mother, parents, I am searching out. I am making extra studies. I am making extra studies. Parents believe, oh, my son, my daughter is doing hard work after attending the online classes, then still she or he is doing hard work with downloading many things. I know all these things. So don't go for this. And in public exams, in our exams also, if you go out of the textbook and write the answer, you will not get the mark. Answers should be based on the textbook. All should depend upon the NCERT textbook mainly. You have to read the textbook. +1 is kept for that. The habit of reading and understanding the textbook is insisted. Insisted. Okay, now let us come to our address. Then only you will have an address. Understood? Then only you have to read and learn from the textbook. Then only you will have an address of yours. Otherwise, you will be known in the address of your parent ever, all the time. You are born and brought up to create an address for you. Otherwise, you will work out with the email address of your parent. You will not be able to create an account. Okay. So here, page number 13. We were in the 4th line. I was in a room I knew and did not know. There we stop, if my memory is not mistaken. So the young lady was standing in a room. I knew she was a guest there. But she says, and she entered that room for the first time. Underline the word I knew. She entered the room first time in her life. And she says, I entered a room. I was in a room which I knew earlier. But I did not know. But I did not know. Contradiction is there. She was in a room which she had not known. She did not have any experience. She did not have any touch with the room. But she says, my mind knew the room because there were a lot of known things are there. Suppose you have not gone to Tirupati. You have not gone to Tirupati till now. And today you are going to Tirupati or Hyderabad or Chennai or to any other place. And that place is an unknown place for you. Clear now? You are going for the first time. As soon as you climbed down the train, you met 10-15 of your friends there from Kerala. And you are moving there with those friends. Will you feel that that is an unknown place? Because everything is known to you. Because the surrounding people are very familiar to you. And this familiarity makes the place known to you. And you feel that you are in your own place. In this way, here the young lady came to a room which was unknown to her. But once she entered, she realized that she was standing amidst a known place. Known means K-N-O-W-N, known place. Why? She could see. You see next line? I found myself, underline the sentence. I found myself in the midst of things I did want to see again. She came to number 46 in order to see her things once again, to have a look, to have a glance. And she could see those things around her. Those things around her. That is why she said, I was standing in a known place. I knew. I was in a room. I knew. Because I found myself in the midst of things I wanted to see. Did want means wanted. I wanted to see again, but which oppressed me. Underline. Which oppressed me in the strange atmosphere. So she witnessed her own things. She saw those things which she wanted to see. She came to that house to see those things. See, many things you see. For what purpose she came to that house twice? First time she came and went back. Second time again she came, only with a purpose to have a look at those things which she had possessed some times ago. She wants to have a mental satisfaction. She wants to have a joy. She wants to have a joy by seeing it. In such a situation, if she comes and sees those things, what could have been there? She should be happy. Instead of becoming happy, instead of being happy, now she had oppressed the feeling. She had oppressed the feeling. Oppressed. And she felt she was in a strange atmosphere. The previous sentence she told that she was in a place where she knew. Now she says she experienced a strange atmosphere. Or because of the tasteless way everything was arranged. Underline, tasteless way everything was arranged. If I ask you to take the photo of your room, bedroom, study room, just now, I may see a tasteless way of arrangement. Aditya, am I right? Just look around. All of you just look around. How is your bed? How is your bedspread? How is your table? Where are your books? Just look at tasteless arrangement, disorderly manner. Disorderly manner. What is the other side? Some days before, when these things were there at home, this young lady and her mother were keeping everything in its right order. It gave happiness to her. There are some people who do not even open the video. Open it. Should I call out the names? So, you see, tasteless way everything was arranged. Switch on the videos. So, You see, tasteless way everything was arranged. Because because that sentence began. Why it was strange? Why it was strange? Why it was oppressed feeling? It was kept there in a tasteless way sometimes, or of the ugly furniture. The furniture was dirty, ugly, not taken care. After your play in your drawing room, the spread that is cover that is kept over your furniture, your sofa is fallen down. You leave the place. You leave the place, but everything is in a disorderly way. So maybe because of the dirty, ugly furniture that is kept there, or the muggy smell that hung there, muggy smell, foul smell, or humid smell, unpleasant smell. That is why, because of these reasons, one of the reasons she had felt oppressed. I don't know, but I scarcely dared to look around me. I did not try to look around me. The girl moved a chair. I sat down and stared at the woolen tablecloth. While sitting there, she looked at the woolen cloth. I rubbed it, I touched it. Here, I rubbed means I experienced it, I felt it, I touched it. My fingers grew warm from rubbing. It was woolen cloth. If you rub it, you will feel warm. I followed the lines of the pattern. I followed, I looked, I noticed the design over it. Somewhere on the edge, somewhere of the cloth at the edge, there should be a burn mark that had never been repaired. So when she checked, when she looked, when she experienced that cloth, she could see a burned mark at the corner. The girl said, "My mother will be back soon. I have already made tea for her because she had told me the time of her return. So I had already prepared tea for her, tea for my mother. Will you have a cup of tea?" So the girl asked our young lady, "Will you have a cup of tea?" "Thank you." I looked up. The girl put cups ready on the tea table. She was looking from the chair to the table. The girl was preparing cups. She had a broad back. The same sentence was written there when it was referred to the lady. The lady, her mother the girl's mother had a broad back. The girl also had a broad back, just like her mother. She poured tea from a white pot, underline white pot. She poured the tea from a white teapot. All it had was a gold border on the lid, underline, gold border on the lid. I remembered, underline the word remembered. When she saw the gold line on the lid, she remembered. She remembered about the same pot when it was at home, how it was used. She remembered what that was mine, that is ours. She opened a box and took some spoons out. After pouring the tea, she opened the drawer of the shelf. She took some spoons. That is a nice box. I heard my own voice. The young lady told to herself, that is a nice box. It was a strange voice, as though each sound was different in this room. These two sentences have a great meaning, a meaning of feeling, a meaning of experience, feeling of memories. With these feelings, if we speak something, it will sound differently. It will sound differently. That is the meaning here. So when she saw the teapot, when she saw the silver spoons, when she saw the shelf there, when she saw the woolen cloth spread over the table, her memories came back to her mind. It created a special inner feeling in her. Now she sees the things. Now she remembers the things. Now she speaks with a different tone because her mood is changed. Her feelings are changed. That is why it is written. You see, it was a strange voice, as though each sound was different in this room. Oh, you know about them? She had turned around and brought me my tea. That girl heard. That is a nice box. So the girl, when she brought the tea to her, asked, that means you know about them? She laughed. So bringing them, do you know anything about this? She laughed. My mother says it is antique. Underline. It is antique. Whenever we use these things, my mother always says, my daughter, this is antique. This is old and precious. We have got lots of this kind. We have a lot of these kinds. She pointed round the room. See for yourself. The girl said, my mother used to say, these are antique and we have a lots. And you see all around. I had no need to follow her hand. I did not want to follow her hand. The girl was pointing out, my dear sister, you go and see for yourself. And the young lady thought, what is the purpose of looking at her finger? I can see the things. I knew which things she had meant. I just looked at the still life over the tea table. You see, underline. I just looked at the still life, underline single word, still life Don't read like this. I just looked still life at the tea table. Clear now? I just looked at the still life, single word, still life on the on the teapot or on the tea table. Still life on the tea table. Underline still life on the tea table. Meghana, what does it mean? Still life on the tea table.
Because it
What
was
does it
not
mean?
properly,
What does it mean?
because it was
Michael,
not
what does it mean? The still life on the tea table. Hmm? Just to think about the still life on the tea table. Aishwarya?
Is it the cutleries used?
Eh?
Is it the cutleries used?
Sound is not coming. Your
Is it
voice,
the cutleries used?
I can't hear. Achut? What is the still life on the tea table? Who can say?
The
Anyone?
spoons.
It is a cutleries used. No, it is not the cutleries. Punya? The still life on the table.
The utensils were not being used properly.
What happened to your voice? Hello? Tell me, what is the still life on the table? Simple question, but you have to understand. Anyone? Anyone? Annette? People are looking down so that I should not call. Eh? Very cunning feeling. You see, what the girl was preparing. What the girl was preparing.
Tea.
Tea. Tea was where?
White pot.
In the white teapot. White teapot. Where is our Aditya Satyan? Where is your gold ring, gold chain? Come back to Aditya. The last class I told you today, do you have the gold chain? Yes. The gold chain is lifeless. It is a thing. I explained that. Gold chain is a thing. But when Aditya wears the gold chain, it becomes a part of her living body. Clear now? And around her neck, the chain has life. While wearing the gold chain, that chain gets life. When it is kept inside the box, it is a thing dead. Clear? Understood the point? The teapot, when it was at home, used by the young lady regularly, it was a part of their life. It was a part of their family daily life. So that teapot had life. A thing which has life will have activities. It will do activities. So the teapot was doing activities by pouring the tea to the family members. It had life. It had life. But after taking from home, this lady had kept the teapot inside the box. And in this young lady's life, the teapot has become a thing. It is not in her life. Therefore, the life is still in that without movement. Without movement. That was a thing that has turned as a thing. Today you are wearing an ornament that has a life. When it is kept inside the box, it is a thing. It is a thing. This teapot, when it was used in her house, it had life. Now, for her, it is only a thing. So, that is why. Naurin, do you understand? Understood?
Yes, sir.
That is why the teapot is a lifeless thing which is on the table. That is why it is written still life, life without activity. So, you see, I just looked at the still life over the tea table. As a child, I had always fancied the apple on the pewter plate. As a child, I looked, I enjoyed. Fancied here means look and enjoy. I enjoyed the apple on the pewter plate. Pewter plate is a particular metal and clay, mixed with the metal and clay, a particular type of plate. We use it for everything, she said. Once we even ate off the plates hanging there on the wall. I wanted to so much, but it wasn't anything special. So once we use for our dinner or something, after that we keep it on the stand, on the table there, stand. And it was something special for us. That plate was something special for us. But here, it is an unwanted thing. It has no life. That is the suppressed feeling. In the second paragraph, we have seen suppressed feeling. This is the suppressed feeling. She could see the things which are not given care. The things which she had given. For example, I will tell you a very simple life example. This is experiential. You have a very small baby at home. At home, very small baby. And you are in class 12. Now 12, isn't it? I think all will get passed, isn't it? You are in 12. I will ask Rahman sir and Divya Miss whether all will pass or not. So, a small kid of 6 months or 8 months, a baby at home, and you are giving that much care to that baby. You won't keep the baby on the floor, nothing is there. And one day you had to go for your exams, and you entrusted the baby to your auntie to take care. Okay. After the exam, when you come back home, you see the baby is naked and playing on the muddy floor. The baby without snuggie or without the dress, and the baby is playing or lying on the floor, and auntie is sitting on a mat. Auntie is sitting on a mat, baby is playing on the floor. That is your auntie. You cannot speak anything against her. She is an elderly woman. what would be your feeling? Just think, suppress the feeling. How much care you had given to the baby, and that is not given now, and you are seeing in front of you, you are witnessing, and you have entrusted the baby to your auntie to take care. That was not given. Your feel, but you have great anger towards auntie, but you cannot express. Suppress. Our young lady has a suppressed feeling. At home, she had the cutlery, she had all the utensils, everything silver. She took care of them. Here, everything is scattered. No arrangements, tasteless manner, everything is kept here and there. She had no happiness. She came that house to see and enjoy, to have a look, to have a satisfaction. Everything is kept properly. Okay, thank you, very good. I have given you everything, but you are keeping everything nicely. I am happy. I am going. Okay, I am satisfied. But she did not get that satisfaction. She found that everything is disorderly thrown. I had found the burn mark on the tablecloth. The girl looked questioningly at me. Yes, I said, you get so used to touching all these lovely things in the house, you hardly look at them anymore. You have all the things here, but you are not taking care of these things. You are plucked away from many places, and you have kept here in this school, in this classroom. You are taken from various places, and you are plucked here. For what purpose? To get more care. To get more care. To present yourself in a better way, for which we, the teachers, are doing the work behind you. Because at some times your parents may come here, symbolically I speak. Your parents may come here to look at my children. How are they? I have entrusted to these teachers to make you sublime. Am I right? Am I right? They would say, we have entrusted our children to you, sir, to make them beautiful, to make them sublime. They will come and see you. At that time, if your faces are not sublime, if you have not enriched, if you are not enriched, if you are not grown up properly, what will be the feelings of your parents? Say, what should I say? Plus one is over. We cannot change the child. I could not see my child to my expectations. I entrusted my child to him, to them, but they did not take care. They will go back from the school with suppressed feelings. But I know the value of this suppressed feeling. I know the value of a satisfied mind. And we work, we dedicate. That is why we dedicate ourselves for you, to make your faces sublime, for which whatever sacrifice is needed, we are ready to do it. We want to show your sublime, beautiful faces when your parents come and visit you on this board. You have to understand the meaning of these words. The young lady came to the house to see the things. She wanted to sacrifice everything, to have a look at the things, to have a satisfaction. Everything is okay. Each one should sacrifice to make this face sublime. You and I. There you have to sacrifice. Then only we will be able to reach to that level where we have made a point. The apex. Apex. Each one is trying to reach that apex of satisfaction. Now let us see then the next class. Okay, I end the class. Okay, thank you.